The screen flickered from the usual warm morning chatter and comforting chatter of Good Morning Britain to a sharp, urgent graphic, emblazoned in red, breaking news. The cozy kitchen scenes and light-hearted banter instantly vanished, replaced by a tense newsroom where anchors sat with furrowed brows and eyes darting to screens, displaying frantic social media feeds. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just received an explosive statement from Keir Starmer that's sending shockwaves across the nation, announced the presenter, her voice a mix of disbelief and urgency. What began as a routine press conference has quickly escalated into a firestorm of controversy. Our political correspondent, James Ellis, is live outside the Labour Party headquarters with the full story. James? The camera panned to James, standing beneath a brooding sky outside the iconic building. He adjusted his tie, glancing at his notes, then addressed the camera with gravity. Thanks, Emma. Just moments ago, Sir Keir Starmer delivered what many are calling one of the most unexpected and provocative speeches of his political career. In a blunt and uncharacteristically fiery address, Starmer directly criticized key members within his own party, accusing them of undermining Labour's unity and jeopardizing the upcoming general election. The screen cut back briefly to the clip of Starmer, his face stern and eyes blazing with intensity. We cannot afford to be divided. Those who put personal ambition ahead of public service are betraying the very people who trusted us. This ends now. Back to James, who continued, the backlash was instantaneous. Within minutes, social media exploded with reactions ranging from shock to outrage. Some Labour members are reportedly furious, calling the remarks a betrayal and a needless attack. Meanwhile, opposition parties have pounced on the statement, accusing Starmer of deepening divisions rather than healing them. Cut to a split screen where two political analysts debated fiercely. It's a bold move, said one, a veteran strategist. Starmer is clearly trying to assert control and show decisive leadership. But attacking your own team publicly? That's a high-risk strategy that could backfire spectacularly. The other analyst shook his head. Or it could be a masterstroke. Sometimes, to rebuild a house, you have to tear down the rotten parts first. Starmer might be betting that voters want honesty and toughness, not empty platitudes. The studio returned to Emma, who took a deep breath before turning to the camera. This morning's events have upended what was supposed to be a calm start to the week. Keir Starmer's message, while divisive, has undeniably set the political landscape ablaze. But the question remains, will this fire burn Labour to ashes or forge a stronger path forward? Suddenly, the screen split again, this time showing a montage of people on the streets, workers, students, pensioners, each sharing their views. A young woman outside a coffee shop shook her head. I'm worried. Politics always feels like a circus, but this just feels like a fight within the family. Who can we trust? An elderly man at a park bench nodded solemnly. Sometimes you need a wake-up call. Maybe Starmer's right. The country's tired of infighting. Back in the studio, Emma concluded, we'll continue to follow this story as it develops. For now, the nation watches and waits, caught between hope and uncertainty. As the broadcast faded back to the regular morning program, the tension lingered. The headlines blared across newspapers and phone screens. Starmer sparks fury. Labour divided or strengthened. Political earthquake rocks Britain. And somewhere in a quiet office, Keir Starmer sat staring out the window, aware that he had crossed a line no leader had dared to before. Whether this was the start of a renaissance or the prelude to ruin, only time would tell.